bread so my family can eat.
Hey! Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
No, those were mean times. I can remember those strikes like they were yesterday.
Well, the song says it happened before the turn of the century.
Yeah. Winter of '96. I like to caught pneumonia.
You what?
Say, do you people know Down in the Valley?
Sure.
But come on, babe. Why don't you sing it for us?
When it comes to singing or dinner, you don't have to ask me twice. We used to say that. Name's Carpenter. What's yours?
We're the Ungathered Moss.
You ungathered what?
Swamp. Oh, you know, like what a rolling stone gathers none of.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty good. Well, speaking of rolling, let's get.
Down in the valley, valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, love, hear the wind blow, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, write me a
the integrity of his lyrics.
I like his teeth.
Address it in care of old Birmingham.
Oh, my, that takes me back.
Maud, you'll give away your age. Isn't that young Ken Carpenter?
Why, so it is.
I didn't know he could sing. That gives me an idea.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Don't I always?
While it's love you, angels in heaven know I love you.
Lovely.
Oh, thank you, thank
Very
you.
nice, Mr. Carpenter.
Thank you, ladies, thank you.
We're the Finch girls. Do you need glasses?
Probably does. Squinting at all those little numbers at the bank.
The bank. Oh, you're those Finch girls.
We're the only Finch girls.
Well, hello, Finch girls. What can I do for you?
Funny you should ask that.
We'd like a little favor.
Just name it.
Well, my sister and I would like you and your group to sing at our church bazaar tomorrow night.
This time it's for the benefit of the senior citizens.
There's a cause that's near and dear to my heart.
Good. Then you'll go on at 9:30 sharp. 3 numbers.
And an encore.
The good Lord willing.
Yeah, but,
At the Trinity Church.
And be there a half an hour early.
In case the juggler bombs.
well, looks like we got an engagement. Say, I hope you folks don't mind.
Oh, no, man, we got to split. We're making the ultimate trip. We're on our way around the world.
Well, yeah, but this is for charity.
Yeah. And those old folks can use that bread.
Yeah, but we got to keep moving.
Oh, come on, look at it this way. It'd be a real experience.
That's right.
Sure, love thy neighbor.
Well, what say, baby? Now you're in our bag.
So we get to Moscow one day later.
Sure. The Tsar will still be there.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Once upon a time, out in California, a 67-year-old man lived with his 33-year-old son. Meanwhile, up in Fairbanks, Alaska, there was this big avalanche. Get the connection? You don't.
2 days ago, there was an avalanche in Alaska. A frozen object was discovered that's been identified as your father.
After all these years.
But, Mr. Carpenter, there's something I haven't told you.
I'd like to bring the body back here.
Your father's alive.
Alive?
Whatever your father may be chronologically, physically and mentally, he hasn't aged a day since he fell in that glacier. Your father, for all intents and purposes, is 33 years old.
Not bad for 101. Don't look a day over 90.
you doing on the floor?
Playing with my grandson.
Good morning, love. Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
There's one right in there.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
You get the pickets, and I'll get the flowers.
I suppose it's possible that I'm in the wrong house. Just like a baby.
Oh, morning, son.
Morning, Dad. You sure sleep peacefully.
Well, son, I've had 67 years practice.
And listen, what's going on around here?
Peaceful sleeping.
Now, I don't mean right here. I mean here in the house. I mean, who are those people upstairs?
Well, son, that's the Ungathered Moss. They're a singing group.
Well, how do we get so lucky to have the Ungathered Moss all gather here?
Well, now, son, I can explain. See, I met these kids singing in the park last night. They're on their way around the world.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we sang a few songs together and got real friendly. Then when I found out they didn't have any place to stay,
Invited them to stay here.
well, with Ken out of town on business, I figured why not?
Well, I suppose it's all right. You say they're on their way around the world?
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Place called Encino.
Encino. That's only 10 miles from here. You sure haven't covered much ground.
Well, maybe they're a little slow getting started, but they're real nice kids, son.
Yeah. Hey, I better get dressed.
Aren't you going to have any breakfast?
I got a 10 o'clock appointment.
Son, there is one small thing.
Yes?
They think I'm Ken.
Why do they think you're Ken?
Well, they think I'm Ken because those nice old ladies thought I was Ken.
What nice old ladies?
The Finch, nice old ladies.
You mean the Finch girls saw you singing?
Yep. And they loved us. Matter of fact, we're singing at the church bazaar tonight.
Oh, no.
Now, don't tell me I can't go. I got to. I gave Ken's word.
You got to, all right, but for a different reason. They happen to be the biggest depositors in Ken's bank.
Those old ladies were dressed like church mice. They're wearing old clothes and canvas shoes.
How do you think they got so rich?
Well, good morning, Miss Finch. Good morning, Miss
Mr.
Finch.
Whitcomb, we're looking for Ken Carpenter.
Oh, well, I'm afraid he's out of town on business.
Well, he must have left very early this morning.
No, as a matter of fact, he left day before yesterday.
He was singing in the park last night.
Someone like him, perhaps, huh?
Do you think your two largest depositors are getting senile, Mr. Whitcomb?
Oh, good heavens, no.
We saw Ken Carpenter.
We talked to Ken Carpenter. And you better get things straight in your mind, Mr. Whitcomb, as to who is where.
We'll see you tonight at the bazaar.
And bring your checkbook. It's for charity.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Having trouble keeping track of your employees, Whitcomb?
Oh, that's very funny, Mr. Seymour.
Not very, Mr. Whitcomb.
Excuse me.
I'll get it. Hello? Yeah, he is. Just a minute. Ken, it's for you.
Who is it?
Mr. Whitcomb.
Mr. who? Oh, that's Ken's. That's my boss.
Oh, you're playing hooky.
Yeah,
But I already told him you were here.
I'll take it. Hello, how are you, Mr. Whitcomb? Santa Barbara? Well, I can explain, Mr. Whitcomb, but it's a long... In your office. Well, I'm afraid I can't make it, Mr. Whitcomb. Or else what? Oh, well, Mr. Whitcomb, in that case, I'll... Mr. Whitcomb?
Are you being pressured by the system?
Well, that's the same as being squeezed between a flush and a full house.
Say, man, what's shaking?
The bank is turning the screws.
Heartless bankers. His father owns a bank. Do you have to tell everyone? I'm sorry, man.
Reckon I'd best go down and have a little talk with Mr. Whitcomb.
Man, that sounds like a hang-up.
Yeah, he could have said goodbye.
Say, man, you shouldn't let work be such a bug.
What do you mean?
Well, like, it's great to do your thing, but the commercial bag is nowhere.
Sorry I asked.
Come on. Stay here with us.
I'd like to, but I gotta get dressed. Duty calls.
If you listen, duty calls all the time.
I know, but I guess that's my, bag.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. Back already?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Hi there.
Mr. Whitcomb's been very anxious to see you.
Oh. Yes.
Kenneth? I'm glad you could make it. What's the matter with you? Can't you talk? Why not? Laryngitis? Then how come you could talk to me on the telephone not 20 minutes ago? What? It comes and goes. What? You have a fever? You don't feel hot to me. It comes and goes. Can't you at least whisper, Mr. Whitcomb?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see you.
Well, Kenneth?
Mr. Whitcomb, can we continue the audit?
Yes. Yes, indeed, sir. What would you like to see first?
Whatever you don't want me to see first.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Seymour, this is our missing Mr. Carpenter.
Missing's not too good for a banker.
Yeah, oh, well, not missing. It turns out he had laryngitis.
Laryngitis? It comes and goes.
You better go, or you go permanently.
Mr. Whitcomb, are you coming?
Yes, indeed, sir. I'll be right there. Kenneth, I don't know what's going on here, but when I get through with that bank examiner, I shall demand a full explanation.
Full explanation.
Now, you settle down and get to work, and don't you move until I call you.
Yes, sir.
Kenneth, take Mr. Seymour to the vault, and then come back and see me.
The vault.
If you think you can find it.
Well, sure. I mean, how hard could a vault be to find?
Ordinarily, it's not too difficult, but in your case, who knows? Shall we try?
Yeah.
Kenneth.
I thought you might like to see some of our hidden assets.
Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Seymour wants a look in the vault.
Ah, yes, sir. I don't suppose we can stop him. We don't usually stop bank examiners, do we?
Well, here we are.
Finally.
Can I help you with anything?
No, thank you. You go back, Mr. Whitcomb.
Well, say, you could use a little more light in here.
The light is ample. When it's on.
Is there anything you want?
Privacy.
Now, you're sure there's...
I said privacy. Now get out of here. I don't want to be disturbed. Close that little door.
Some little door.
Not that door!
Mr. Carpenter, there's a time lock on that door. He won't get out for hours.
Kenneth, did you close that door?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Seymour is in there?
Yes, sir.
Do you realize that door won't open for 6 hours?
Well, he said he wanted privacy.
Poor Ken Carpenter got fired by his boss.
Poor Ken Carpenter, his life a total loss.
Poor Ken Carpenter, whatever will he do? Poor Ken Carpenter will demonstrate for you. Heartless bankers.
Heartless bankers.
Heartless bankers.
Very good. Couldn't reach him. Must be on his way back from Santa Barbara.
Well, I hope he doesn't get back too soon. I mean, still give me some chance to fix this mess.
Maybe you better leave bad enough alone.
No, I'm the one who got him into this. I'll be the one to get him out.
But how?
I still got my girlfriends.
What girlfriends?
The Finch girls.
Build me a castle 40 feet high, so I can see you as you pass by. Roses love sunshine, violets love dew. Angels in heaven know I love you.
Well, Mr. Whitcomb, how did you like it?
Well, frankly, if I had known Kenneth Carpenter was going to be here, I wouldn't have come.
Why is that? I thought he was very good.
At singing, maybe, but unfortunately, I had to fire him this afternoon.
I can't believe it.
Oh, neither can I. Well, Mr. Whitcomb, you wouldn't be so foolish.
Circumstances beyond my control, Miss Finch, believe me. It was wonderful.
Thanks.
Really. Why don't you say hello to the Finch girls?
Yeah, all right. How did we do, girls?
Excellent. You didn't disappoint us. What a beat.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Mr. Whitcomb tells us you are no longer with the bank.
Yes, I'm afraid that's true.
What bank are you going to?
I don't know just yet.
What he means is he doesn't know which offer he'll take. He's had several.
Well, when you do, you let us know.
We'd like you to handle our funds, all our funds, personally.
Ladies, you don't mean it.
You may prepare for our withdrawals.
Oh, but you're our biggest depositors. Why, that could start a run on the bank.
Yes, wouldn't it?
That would be a shame. Now, let's not be hasty. Excuse me, ladies. Now, Kenneth, my boy, why don't you drop by my desk first thing in the morning, and we'll just write today off as a total loss, and we can start all over from scratch tomorrow.
Well, I don't know, Mr. Whitcomb.
What do you mean you don't know?
Some of those offers weren't bad. As a matter of fact, some of them were pretty good.
Pretty good. They were very good.
They were?
Well, I'll match them.
Well, now, that's very kind of you, Mr. Whitcomb. You know, I could use a softer chair, too.
Softer chair? All right.
And one of those glass partitions. I don't like sitting out in the open like that.
A glass partition? All right.
And
I think that will do very nicely. Yes, well, I guess that's all there is to be said. I'll be going. Good night, Miss Finch.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Finch.
Good night.
What about those other things, stock options?
Cool it. Oh, Mr. Carpenter, before you come in the morning, Will you please try and get a haircut?
Mr. Whitcomb, I can assure you, the next time you see Ken Carpenter, he'll have a haircut.
Good night, Mr. Whitcomb.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Good night, ladies, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night, ladies, and thank you. I guess this is it, huh?
Yep, the take charge generation is moving on.
I envy you going around the world.
Well, not exactly. We're on our way to Encino.
Encino?
How come?
We got to rehearse.
For the big time.
Yeah, you see,
The Finch sisters.
got us a whole bunch of charity gigs to get us started off on the right foot.
What's the right foot?
Working for nothing, I think.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
No, thanks. I've got all the non-paying work I can use.
All right, then. Take it easy, all right?
Oh, I know.
Goodbye.
Y'all be careful.
Don't work too
Keep cool. Goodbye.
What was that?
Stereo.
Hi, son.
Father? Grandpa? Welcome back. Anything happened while I was gone? No, not a thing.
You know, it gets pretty dull around here.
There was one thing. Yes?
When you go to the bank in the morning, don't be surprised if there's a glass partition and a new soft chair at your desk.
And tell him about his raise.
What raise?
Why, the raise you got for singing so good. Good night, kid boy.
You coming, son?
Right, Dad.
No, now, wait. Wait, you've got to tell me more than that. Something must have happened. Who were those kids? Well, maybe we ought to set his mind at ease. Maybe you ought to. That's a strange story, Ken boy. But it's got a happy ending. Right, son?
Right, Dad.
You see, Ken boy, it all started with this phone.